still technically morning where I'm at. So, good morning, all of y'all. As the title of the video just says here, we are doing some chest and back work. Maybe doing some incline bench action with some back as well. Specifically bent over a barbell rows. I feel like the music at the gym is particularly loud today, so sorry about that. It's not my fault, but you know what? I'm thinking we go a little heavier today. I don't be lifting like heavy weights by any means, but there we go. Yeah, I'll fix up the camera angles in a sec. Just want to make sure I get this bench at the proper angle here. Even though I'm just gonna have to like move it a dozen times anyway. I'll slide it forward a little bit here. So what we're gonna be doing weight wise, we get the 45s, followed by a 10-pound on each side. So let's zoom this bad boy out right here. I'm gonna do my best to fix tripod here, but how's everyone's weekend going so far? Let's see. There we go. I feel like that works. Get a little bit of a Dutch angle going. Yeah, most of the time I don't even be lifting on the weekend. I just relax. But I got a big dinner coming up tonight. Birthday dinner. Not for me. It's my aunt's birthday. Yo, what's going on, Z Famous? So we're going to get it right into this lift here. Enough of me yapping. So typically I try to go for like fairly high reps here, like 12 reps, but we're going a bit heavier with the weight, so I'm satisfied with a solid 8. Yay, that was pretty good. So now, that's actually pretty tiring right there. Oh, Roman, what's going on? You're new? Well, welcome to the channel here. And for any of y'all that are new, basically, the live streams, we're just working out, hanging out, having a good time. cracking jokes, getting in shape together. And if you got questions fitness-wise, I always be telling people this. I'm like, ask those fitness questions. I got the health and exercise science degree for a reason, to share some of that good info, that good stuff. By good stuff, I mean information that works for getting in shape, hitting your goals. Ugh. All right. We got bent over rows, but yo, what's going on, Jay? Yeah, let's get it. What power form? Who's that? Who's that beautiful girl? I prefer empowered woman, but I get it. These pecs have gotten so massive. I don't blame you for thinking that I'm a muscular, strong woman like your mother. That's why it kind of comes across as like trying to be a comeback, but if anything, it's probably more so a compliment towards one's mom. It's good to have a powerful mom. Especially if she's working out, getting after it, lifting this amount of weight. That's pretty good. Give me a moment here trying to fix this little handheld tripod. Normally, I feel like I'm pretty good at getting the angles right away. Ugh. All right, at this point, I'm kind of just dilly-dallying. Let's see what we can do here to fix this. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Sorry, random gentleman that I was just filming there. You know what? We're gonna have to do one of these right here. All right. Welcome to the Purple Gym. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, Planet Fitness actually be pretty dope. Cool color. Fashion. It's a good question there. I do. Big ponderous arms. Yeah, they be thinking. All right. So I've not really done this much weight before for the bent over rows. Gotta be careful, form and everything. You don't want to hurt the back. There's good ways of getting your back cracked, and then there's the bad ways. Nice. There we go. That felt pretty good. And then we just rinse and repeat for another 2 sets. I'll probably keep the camera angle there for now. And of course, you gotta write it down. You gotta write down what you do. I'm trying to come up with like a good rhyme. for writing things down. Because what you don't measure, you don't make improvements on. But that doesn't rhyme. So if you're not tracking, you're lacking. There we go. So lightweight. Oh yeah, lightweight, baby. Your dad's here. He's here at this one. There we go. We're in the creeper angle there. Man, I've been trying to work on these glutes for a minute. They're still slacking a little. And we'll zoom this out a little bit there. So, yeah, workout today. It's short. We got 2 more sets of this. And then we'll be doing some barbell military press. Try to add a little bit of volume to the shoulders. But we'll see. My wrists have kind of been bothering me a little bit. But I think it'll be fun. All right, let's go. We got this. We did 12 reps, 55 pounds each side. Let's do it again. Yeah, got distracted there on that last rep. I'm just gonna lower this here to hammer out this flush. There we go. That's the muscle confusion we're talking about here. I was like, oh yeah, we're done. I didn't do the last repetition. Oh no, heck yeah, we're doing this last repetition. We only got 11 that time. That's all right. All right. We got the bent over rows. Just giving it a sec here. Get a little breather going. How's everyone's weekend going? You guys got any fun plans? I got dinner coming up tonight, Long Island. Sub. Oh, appreciate that, Ashton. Yeah, for all y'all that are here and are wanting to watch my journey of going from a weak turd to a competent boy, hit that subscribe button. How do you go live? So at least like on the YouTube app, at the bottom it looks like a little plus button. Hit that, and then on the very bottom there's like, it'll say like post live, community, whatever, and yeah, just click live, and then there you go. But be warned, you might be getting some haters, but it's fine. I like the engagement. Some people be actually commented some funny stuff. Like now that my hair is longer, you can't really see the hairline that much, but got that Vegeta hairline. All right, got the next set here. One more set after this, but yeah, definitely want to, while we're taking a moment here, I want to formally invite any of y'all who are watching and are just hanging out to show some support. Hit that subscribe button. I got full-length videos on my channel talking about how you can burn fat, build muscle, get in better shape. Not just like health, but like you're trying to like look better and feel better. That's the stuff I'd be talking about. So if you hit subscribe, you go to my channel, you click the playlist tab, full-length playlist, burning fat, full-length playlist for building muscle. Check it out. Ask questions if you got them. I will answer them. All right. Yay. So fitness goal wise, there we go. What are y'all working towards? Going in the gym, trying to get that six-pack going, try to build them muscles. I'm just trying to fill out my tank tops a little bit more. All my sports bras way too loose. Let's see, we'll zoom this out a little bit while we're catching our breath here. Catch up on the comments. You're not gonna let them bring you down. Oh yeah, you can't let the naysayers bring you down. Or the bent over rows, chin ups. We got the tiger. Yeah, there we go, Tommy. Gotta go to church. All right, Ashton. Saturday church. Nice doing the double weekend day there. If you do the Saturday and Sunday thing. Let's see, we'll zoom this guy in a little more there. There we are. Yeah, I love doing the live streams of the workouts because get to meet amazing people like yourselves. It makes the workouts more fun. Like I could be sitting here listening to podcasts and music, audiobooks, but it's fun getting to hang out with y'all during the workout. And the thing that I truly enjoy doing the most is being able to help answer any fitness questions you guys got to help you get closer towards achieving your fitness goal. It doesn't take as long as you think, especially if you're implementing the right things consistently early on. It's like investing in stocks early. You don't got to put a lot in, but put a little bit in early, and you do it consistently for a long enough period of time. Crazy the amount of growth you would see in those things. But obviously, if you're not investing in the right stocks, you might not see the right amount of growth, depending on what your financial situation is, different external variables. You might do one investment strategy versus another. Similarly with fitness, it's like, obviously you want to do the right things early on, and you also want to do the things that are pertinent or related to the goal that you have. I remember little backstory here. When I was a kid, super heavy set, overweight, and I was accidentally signed up to join the football team in high school. And my mom had heard about this, and she was like, well, let me get you a trainer. And I was like, I guess. And I ended up becoming good friends with this trainer that I had. And he was fantastic, helping me get stronger for football. But I didn't want to get stronger. But he didn't know that. He was asking, like, oh, what are your goals? And at the time, I did want to lose fat. I had the stomach going. I wanted a six-pack. I wanted to feel better about my physique. But at the time, guys don't burn fat. That's a lady thing. I was like, I'm not a lady. So when he would ask, I'd say, I want to get stronger. So we're doing all strength stuff. And I'd come to him from time to time and be like, hey, I heard about this one type of exercise or this one type of routine. Or for my diet, I was thinking about doing this or doing that. It was all fat burning stuff. And he's like, no, you don't want to do that. That's not gonna that won't work. And I was like, oh really? He's like, yeah, all that stuff is for burning fat. And you wanted to get strong, so don't do those. It won't get you stronger. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. So for the longest time, I was working out but not getting the results I wanted because I wasn't honest with the goal that I had. And then I wasn't doing the things that would get me to the goal that I actually wanted. So I tell people now, it's like I work out. Why? I want to look good and feel good. But that's a given. That's expected. All right. It's last set here, so we're doing 12. We're doing 12 reps. I don't know if you guys can hear this song, but it's a fun one. I was a man. I was a creature. I could stand. Before I forget you. 3, 4. Come on. Whew. Yippee! There we go. Yeah, this wrist is bothering me. It's weird. I thought it was from my shoulder or arm workout, but feeling it a bit with this too. If you're not tracking, you're lacking. Gotta write it down. All right. Last set here as well. All right. I was a little on the fence of, do I do abs to finish or do these military presses? And we're going to do the military presses. Let's look at the shoulders, shoulder gains. Sure. What's going on, Tommy? Deadlifts. Did deadlifts, calf raises this morning. Fantastic. Sorry, I'm trying to like read the comments here. We'll do one of these. There we go. It's Tommy did deadlifts, calves this morning. Fantastic. Oh man, I gotta get myself a squat rack. And over 500 pounds of plates. Nice. There you go. Now you're 52. Oh, fantastic. Heck yeah, dude. Bro, killing it. 32 years. Nice. I'm at like 15-ish now. Good symmetry for bodybuilder thing. Yeah, it's not easy to get to this point. It's simple, like nothing complicated, but as far as like ease of getting here, main thing was time. Just spent like the last 2 years being like hyper focused on specific lifts, targeting specific muscles, but fully worth it. Like my upper chest and middle chest were super underdeveloped. So one day I was just like, why am I doing flat bench or flies on a flat bench? Like I was gonna do incline everything. And then there's this like voice in my head that was like, no, you gotta do flat bench as well. I'm like, why? Well, because it's for like a well-rounded workout. That's why. You don't want to have your muscles be imbalanced. And I was like, yeah, but it already is. Like my upper and middle chest is like very underdeveloped. So I had to hyper focus on working those areas exclusively, and they grew. And then I was like, oh, my shoulders, my lateral delts, I want them bigger. So the only thing I did for shoulders was lateral raises to work the lateral delts. So if you feel like you need a permission slip to do specific muscles that you really want to grow, I'm giving you that permission slip to do so. I know a guy that doesn't work out his chest at all. He's like, yeah, man, every time I do any type of chest day, it's just anything I do chest with, it's just a thing, it just responds too quickly and is like super disproportionate to the rest of my body. So I don't do chest. And I was like, holy crap. It's like, you got a good problem there, buddy. Bro's complaining about his lobster being too buttery. All right, last set here. Sweet. All right, let's have some military presses. Oh, so we doing military press with shrugs afterwards. Forgot about that. I knew there was a second thing. I just thought it was going to be more like lateral raises or something. All right, fantastic. Well, let's get everything set up here. So we're going to do 35 each side. It was really good for forearm development. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's definitely, I could see that. For the lift, I'm really trying to be intentional with really feeling it in the back. I don't try to focus on the grip as much, but if it happens, it happens. Go, go, go. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get these military presses. Looking forward to the protein shake after this. And for any of y'all that are here hanging out that are new, I want to invite you to show that support, hit that subscribe button. If we get enough subs, I might be able to afford going to one of them fancy gyms, those luxury ones. But if anything, I'm more so just joking. I like Planet Fitness. It's a fun gym, but more importantly, it's just they got things that work. I come in here, I know what to expect, and it's good. Hello, buddies. Glad to see you. Yeah. Ellie's. I was going to say Ellie. Eli. Is that it? All right, let's do this. This is more weight than I've done previously. So we're going to see how it goes. All right, stopping there with that one. It's feeling like a little kind of something in the neck and the back there, so I ain't trying to prove nothing. Just trying to get these muscles to burn, so. All right, fantastic. Let's get these shrugs. We'll zoom out a little bit here. So normally I would try to just like load up the weights for doing like barbell shrugs because for the most part it's fairly easy to do a good amount of weight. But I'm feeling too lazy. I don't want to just put weight on, take weight off, back and forth, back and forth. It's the weekend. Got some Minecraft to play. But I also got work to get done, so. Oh, the thing too I like about these, if you relax the shoulders enough, oh, you get a good stretch there in the clavicles. Nice. Got pretty good. All right, we got just one more set. Main reason being, we did chest and back. It inadvertently hits the shoulders. And then on Monday, I'm just feeling my arms. So I'm like, either Monday we're either going to do some arms or we're going to do part 2 of the chest and back routine. I'm kind of thinking we'll do part 2. So you don't want to like overtax the shoulders, especially. Main reason is like they're involved with so many things, like stabilizing the arms while you're working out your arms, moving your chest, working the back, like involved in a lot of sides. Then if you want to work out your shoulders, that's a whole other thing there as well. Let's see. Oh, sorry, stranger dude. Great time under tension. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, if your workouts are not at the level of intensity that you would like them to be, like let's say you're like, man, I kind of want to increase the weight that I'm lifting, but the jump from one weight to the next, it's too big of a jump. Awesome trick is you just move the weight more slowly, and it'll certainly make it more intense. Let's see. All right, cool. Boom. There we are. I'm just ever so slightly dilly-dallying because I want to make sure this last set is a super solid one. as we're getting ready to finish this last set, I definitely would very much appreciate that support, hitting that subscribe button, trying to grow the channel here. It's much more than just some guy with long hair and voluptuous breasts recording himself working out. I really do my best to promote some really like encouraging content, very educational content, no BS stuff to really help you to achieve the physique that you would like to achieve. So no trendy things, no trendy science stuff, or no trendy exercise stuff. Like, it's not gonna be any weird, complicated handstand push-up, upside down bicep curl exercises. That stuff, bull crap doesn't really work. If you just want the things that work, here you go. It's what I learned in college. It's what I've been doing for the past 10 years as a trainer. I've been lifting for 15 years. But honestly, only over the past like 2 or 3 years has like stuff crazy locked in for the gains and results I've been getting, because I just, for myself even, just like cut through the bull crap. And I was like, I know the things that work. Why don't I just do those things exclusively? So I did that, and then wow, wouldn't you know? It works. So summer's around the corner. If you're looking to get that summer body, first thing you might need to do is hit that subscribe button. You're already here. You're already watching. YouTube algorithm brought you here for a reason. All right, last set. Damn, I really wanted to get to 12 there. Next time, baby. All right, no dilly-dallying here. Again, getting right into the shrugs. Right after I check the comments. Oh, yo, what's going on, Preston? What the hell tell you? Bro, do you have a day off from the gym tomorrow? Yeah, I'm taking tomorrow off. Most of the time, I don't really lift on the weekends, but I don't think I had hit the gym Monday or Tuesday this week. So I was like, let me make up for it another day. And then got a big Italian dinner in Long Island tonight. So I was like, may as well hit the gym today, carb up tonight. Dang, I said I was not going to dilly-dally, and here I am. Doing a whole dally with the dilly inside. There we go. Don't talk to me right now. I'm in my emo phase. Yeah, I was supposed to get a haircut this morning, but hairstylist wasn't feeling well. They're a hard worker though, so I was like, I don't mind rescheduling. Man, the zoom in on that front-facing camera is crazy. Gotta be good. Gotta be a good boy. Clean up after yourself. But yeah, that was a good, fantastic workout right there. When do I do leg day? Oh, you just missed that. I did some legs yesterday, but I was slacking because I had gotten to the gym kind of late, so wasn't as good and thorough as I would have liked. Let's see, we'll just take this off there. But I'll be doing legs again, like maybe Monday. Let's see how the legs are feeling. Ugh. This little tripod thing is so cool. I'm loving it. I used to have more of like an actual like tripod setup. Do 3 push-ups. Oh no! Maybe if you hit subscribe, you come to the next workout on Monday. Might do some push-ups, but yeah, not today. Feeling really good. Ooh. Ah, it's nice and sunny out, man. Loving it. Yeah, the workouts, like the actual lifting, I try to keep it around 45 minutes. Watch shows 44 minutes, 45 seconds, baby. Heck yeah. I just found for me personally, anything really like past 45 minutes, I'm just a bit too fatigued. Like, this one guy that I know, he's a bodybuilder. We were working out together, and he was like, bro, you gotta bring like a Rice Krispie treat with you or something to the gym. He's like, you're gassing out too early. And I was like, you know what? Damn, I think you're right, dude. But he's on a different level of things. Oh, yo, what's going on, Luke Ryder? Yeah, no pump check. Oh. If you subscribe next workout, we'll make sure to check the pump. We'll see how the ab results are coming through as well. Let's zoom down all the way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I wish this. There we go. Let's see. That's a little better. I was gonna say this thing that I have my phone mounted on. I wish I could like kind of adjust the angles of it a little better, but give the people what they want. Yeah. How do you get the jawline a thing? Well, first thing that'll like really help is if you lose extra weight, you're gonna get more of the defined jawline going because it'll literally thin out the face more. And women are pretty fortunate in the fact that, well, I think like, well, guys and gals, they're gonna notice the same speed at which they'll lose weight, a little fat, chubbiness in the face. Because the way that I've learned when it comes to the order at which people, men or women, lose fat is that for guys, it's going to be more of like the that Da Vinci photo. The guy, he's got his arms out and his legs kind of spread. It's like arms out like a Y and then down, and so like the circle. So you can envision that. So for guys, it's going to be like out in. So face, arms, legs, those areas will lose fat like more initially. That's why guys tend to try to get like the 6-pack going, because it's, of course, not the fastest or easier part to lose fat. So that's of course we got to make that the goal. And then for women, it's more of like an hourglass where it's going to go from the top down. And of course for women, a lot of times they're like looking to kind of like tighten up the thighs a bit, tighten up around the core, around the hips. And for them too, it's like that's going to be one of the hardest parts, because it's one of the last parts the body's going to try to tighten up and lose fat from. So of course that's got to be the goal there. And the inverse is true as far as like how you store fat. It's like for guys, it's going to be more immediately around the gut area. For women, it's going to be more, and these are averages. So on average, women, it's going to be a bit more around like the thighs and hips. But either way, if you're trying to like kind of sharpen up the features of the face a bit, losing weight is going to be a good thing to do first. And this second thing, I've been doing a bit more. I've been doing a lot more of it frequently, or I've been doing a lot more of it recently, which is chewing gum. And because it's just one of those things, like if you're chewing gum, you're masticating. Hear my pronunciation there, masticating every day. You're working those jaw muscles. So it's gonna shapen out that jaw, sharpen it up a bit. But you gotta be careful with that though, because what is it, TMJ? It's like get the clickiness in your jaw, and when you like open and close it, and you also don't want to like develop the habit of like clenching your jaw, you're biting down super hard. You don't want to get in the habit of that, because it could lead to grinding your teeth at night. But for the most part, that's going to be two of the ways to directly influence the jawline there. And as a little bonus thing you can do, and this one's more for guys, but if you do your best to optimize your hormone production, so like doing things that will naturally facilitate higher amounts of testosterone and growth hormone to be released in the body, there will be those like kind of, as a byproduct, a little bit of structural changes to your face. And there's like, I'm not saying to take things like testosterone and things like that. Thanks for the effort. Oh, I appreciate that, Ellie. So face gets chiseled when I go low carb, brings out the abs and wings. Yeah, masticate about 5 times a day. Yeah, sometimes I get maybe like 2 or 3 times in the morning for me. But so like some things that you can do to naturally increase the amount of testosterone and growth hormone is oddly enough, making sure you're having a good, consistent bedtime, 7, 8 hours of sleep, and when you wake up, making it a habit to, I would say, physically get outside or maybe stick your head out the window just to get like the natural sunlight hitting your face. Like don't stare at the sun, but the UV light, like just the photons that are shot out by the sun and is in the sky and everything, it triggers these photoreceptors in the eyes to help regulate your circadian rhythm, which is just this internal clock within your body to regulate your sleep cycle. It's going to help you get better sleep at night and fall asleep faster. Also help you wake up more energized in the morning. But those light, like the photons that hit your eyes and that calibration of the circadian rhythm in your body also helps to regulate your hormone production as well. And with the improvement of your sleep, that too helps with optimizing your hormone production. And on top of that, better sleep is going to help with reducing the stress in your body. So by decreasing or having your body better handle the amount of cortisol that's in the system means that it will also be able to better facilitate that production of testosterone and growth hormones, things like that. And on top of it, with the better sleep, you're getting a better recovery. So if you're working out and you're getting better recovery, you're producing more muscle, with that recovery comes more growth hormone. So that's kind of like a lifestyle habit you can do, making sure you're getting the right nutrients, like multivitamins, enough protein. And if you're looking to get like some more details of like, oh, what should I do for my nutrition? What should I do for my protein? What should I do for my calories? When it comes to building muscle, what are some things I should do in the gym when it comes to building muscle? Number one thing I would say you should do is show some support, hit that subscribe button. That way, when you go to my channel and you click the playlist tab, you'll see I got a whole playlist there for nutrition. I got a whole playlist there for building muscle. And honestly, like if you're just looking for like the building muscle part of it, you can just watch the muscle building playlist because I cover the topic of nutrition in there as well. So if you just click the nutrition playlist, there might be some there will be some videos on nutrition in there that also cover the topic of how to structure your diet for burning fat. And as a last little bonus gem there, when it comes to fat loss and improving the amount of testosterone and growth hormone that the body produces, if you have too much fat on your body's not going to be able to optimally produce as much testosterone as it can if it were to have less body fat. Now, how low of body fat? Well, you don't want to go too low. You go too low, you face the same issue. You're not going to be able to produce the right amount of you won't be able to produce the hormones in the proper quantities to facilitate muscle growth, producing growth hormone and testosterone. I like to say keep it around like 10%. You don't need to go below 8%. So like within like 1 or 2 percentages above or below 10%, it'll be fine. But get within that 10% range. And if you're not too sure, like, am I at the 10% range? Well, do you see any muscle definition at all? If you're not seeing any muscle definition, do the fat loss first. If you got like some crazy abs going, then it's like, well, you're good to go. Just start, slowly increasing the calories, build some more muscle. Don't dirty bulk. You dirty bulk, you're just going to be building a lot of fat. I got to make a whole dedicated video talking about the disadvantages of dirty bulking because I've talked about it before at the end of previous live streams. But in short, you're only going to be building about like 1 or 2 pounds of muscle if you're doing everything properly. I've had guys that are like, bro, yeah, I'm bulking right now. I gained like 10, 12 pounds this month. And it's like, dude, you gained like 10 pounds of fat, like realistically. Maybe 9 or 8 pounds of fat, if you're lucky. But if you extend that over a period of time, you got guys that are, yeah, 12 pounds, 12 pounds, 12 pounds, 12 pounds. After like, let's say like it's 10 pounds. After 5 months, they've gained 50 pounds. But if they really only built like a pound or 2 of muscle every month, we'll say 2 pounds just to be nice. After 5 months, they've gained 50 pounds, only 10 of those pounds is muscle. But then let's say you got a guy, he's not dirty bulking, but he recognizes like, yeah, I might only gain like 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. So he's gaining, let's say, 2 pounds every month. At the end of 5 months, he's gained 10 pounds, but 5 of those pounds is muscle. So you got guy A, 50 pounds heavier, 10 of those pounds is muscle. Guy B, 10 pounds heavier, only 5 of those pounds is muscle. But guy B is looking better and he's feeling better. Like if you've seen the before and afters of the dirty bulk guys, they hate how they feel afterwards. They go on an aggressive cut. So now the guy, he's like, oh yeah, now I'm 50 pounds heavier, I got all this fat. And then in maybe like 2 months, he's like dropping a crazy amount of weight. And then he's losing a significant amount of muscle as well. So 2 months, let's say 3 months go by. Drops a significant amount of weight. He drops 40 pounds. Now he's 10 pounds heavier than when he started. However, he lost maybe 3 or 4 pounds of muscle. So of the 10 pounds of muscle he gained, at the end of 8 months, he's only gained about 7 pounds of muscle if he's lucky. Most likely he only gained 6 pounds. Now we got guy B, accepted the fact he's only going to gain a pound of muscle every month. At the end of those additional 3 months that the other guy was cutting weight, guy B is now net positive 8 pounds of muscle. He's now 1 or 2 pounds heavier of pure muscle gain than the original guy was. And he's feeling better, looking better, and didn't put his body through so much stress of gaining weight very quickly and then losing weight very quickly. And guy B just continues on that journey. And 10 months, he gained 10 pounds of muscle. Realistically, the guy doing the dirty bulk, after 10 months, he might be positive like 5 pounds. It's like, dude, you just wasted so much money on the extra food, protein shakes, and time in the gym, and then you had a period of time where you felt crappy, you didn't really like how you looked anyway. It's like, be patient with it, you know? Oh, yo, what's going on, Ace? Sorry, I just was like going on my whole rant there. Sleep, is that important? Oh yeah, sleep is extremely important. Yeah, you don't slack on the sleep. People are like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's like, cool, skip the sleep, you'll get there sooner. That's like, you just come to the house, train you. Yeah, it wouldn't be cheap. That's I don't have money though. Work something out. All right. Do you ever intermittent fast to improve testosterone? I've done the intermittent fasting more so out of convenience and for health benefits. I think doing it out of convenience is probably like just the better part of doing it. What's going on, Ellie? Have a good weekend, buddy. See you next week. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys Monday. So I'm wrapping up the stream here. I gotta go inside, shower, eat some food. But always appreciate having you here. If you're not subscribed, show that support. You're already here. You're already hanging out. And on Monday, we'll see what we're working out on Monday. It might be chest and back part 2. Might be arms. Might be legs. We'll see. I always appreciate having you all here. Go out. Go sweat. Drink your protein shakes. Enjoy your weekend. Hit subscribe. Check out the videos. If you got questions, I got the answers. So I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Did a great job. Y'all did a fantastic job. Appreciate having you here.